We are more than ready. So I guess I'll just start all over again, and so that we can have this recording for the sake of people that will be joining us later. So good evening, Bees Farm. Nice to have you in this wonderful, fantastic episode. Okay. And today we said we'll be talking about the 3 top secret strategies I use in importing things from China, okay? And I said in importation business, you don't do guesswork. You don't just go and import and say people will buy, okay? You use some strategies. You use some market research. You use some data, okay, for you to know what people are asking for you to know things that are trending, for you to know people demand, so that when you bring in things, people will buy. You don't just go into the business with a mindset or an assumption saying, of course, if I bring something, people will buy. Okay, I get a lot of questions on my message, on my mailbox, asking me how to import, and I'm asking them, do you have a market for this? And they're like, of course, if I bring them, people go buy now. You don't go into importation like that, because that is the sure way to lose money. So as I was saying before I got booted out of the Facebook, as a rule, don't you ever bring anything into this country if you don't have a demand or market for it. Okay, so always put it at the back of your mind. If you don't have a market and you don't have a demand for something, don't you ever import it. Am I making sense? Please, if what I'm saying is making sense, just give me a like, okay, so that it will ginger me. I will know that I'm talking to you. So don't ever import things into this country if you don't have demand or market for it. If you check my previous video, I did a video on how I imported socks into this country, okay, and how I was able to make millions of naira by just importing just socks, just only socks. Okay, so what are some of the strategies I used that have worked? Okay, they say, what is success? Success is if you do something and it's working for you, you repeat the same thing using the same formula. Okay, so what are some of the strategies that I have used over the years and it has really helped me? There are 3 good strategies, and without even taking too much time, I will just dive right into it. Number 1, I say make sure you import things that are commonly in use. Okay, look for common needs of people. For those of us that are in developing country, this is applicable. But if you are in an advanced country, this may not work. Why won't it work? Because those in advanced countries, they like buying things in a big supermarket. Okay, they don't like all those corner shop. This kind of pass my neighbor shop or this kind of backyard shop. They like getting things easily. Okay, you see them. They want to go to Walmart. They want to go to Walgreens. They want to go to Publix, they want to go to Costco, they want to go to Tesco, where you can get your food stuff, you can get your sauce, you can get your meat, you can get everything under one roof, okay? But for here in Nigeria, somebody can enter Otako Market and buy. Somebody can enter Kasuambechi and buy. Somebody can enter Kakuri Market and buy. Monday Market too, and Dawano Market too, anywhere. All buy and I buy, okay? So, this may not work for those in developed world, but those of us that are in developing country, okay, I always say that our population is our strength. Okay, imagine you bringing something that you're making just only 1 naira, and it's not even possible. You can't import and put 1 naira as profit. But let's assume, in fact, I don't even want to. Let's imagine, okay, let's imagine you are bringing something that you are just putting 1 naira as profit times 100 million. That is 100 million citizens. That is 100 million naira. Okay, in fact, let me not even waste my imagination, because you cannot import something and just put 1 naira. Okay, but imagine you are bringing something that vast majority of the population they are using. You are into business. Okay, so target things that are in common need, things that are common needs. For example, in my own case, I target socks. Because if you take population of children in this country, the way they born like hen, they born like fowl. The thing they tell, if you go to government hospitals, you see the way we are just poo every second. Oh boy, now die. So I target children in Nigeria, and I started importing socks into this country, and I was able to make millions of naira. It was because of COVID that business spoiled, because that business would have lasted me for a lifetime. Because what I just do is sometimes I calculate, I ask myself, I want to make 5 million. How many socks do I need to bring to make 5 million? And I calculate it, and I go to school. I ask them, they give me contract or demand. Then I bring that socks. I don't import and keep in my house. That is a very shortcut way of wasting money. That's the money that you don't have. If I need 10 million, I ask myself, how many socks do I need to bring to make 10 million? If it's 10,000 socks, if it's 20,000 socks, then I look for the school. If my customers are not up to, I write letter, formal, official letter. If I don't know how to write it, I carry Google and look for how to write the letter. Those are common needs. Okay, look for things that are common, that most people in your area use it. For example, if you are staying in places like Aba or Onitsha, you know that people that are sew, there are much there. You can begin to think of things like sewing machine and thread for sewing, materials for sewing, and bring it and add something like just 500 naira or 1,000 naira. You'll be making good money. So you look for things that are common. Don't import luxury items. You're importing designers' bag. You're importing. You can't sell. Ah yes, if you sell for 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, you can't even sell to. You can't even sell to even 50 people. So you look for things that are common needs, things that people use, people around you use. Okay, things that they are in need of. But as I said, before you import, approach those people. Make sure you've been able to tidy up the deals before importing. That way you are sure that you are not losing money. If you want to import chargers, phone chargers, go to the people that are selling this charger, even if it's Aboki. Tell them that I will bring charger that is of higher quality and at a cheaper rate for you. Will you want to buy? Let him agree with you, even if he's telling you, okay, I want 50 pieces of charger every month. Then you have already secured the deal. You go to another person, you get somebody that wants 50. You go to another person. By the time you reach 4 people, you have people that want 200 pieces of chargers. Then, using the method that I have taught you on how to do mini importation, you bring 200 chargers. As you are bringing it, all you just need to do is to distribute. You give it to this Aboki, you give to this, you give this. That way, you are not wasting money. Instead of you to just bring goods and just assume people will buy. How do you know the products that are in common needs? That is another question. How do you know? You may use Google Trends. Go to your Google, type Google Trend. You type anything that you think around your area that will be useful. Don't work with assumption. Put it on Google Trend. Check that place that you have USA. Put Nigeria and look for the number of people searching it online. That is how you know the things that people are really looking for. If you want me to show you how to use Google Trend for your business to search for things that are in high demand, please leave your comments. Depending on the volume of the comments we get on this section, I will do a video, because usually my video is things that are in high demand. If you don't have need for it, I will not do it. So if you think how to use Google Trend for business, to know things, products that are in high demand, to know if you are selling something, the kind of state or country you should target it, please leave your comments on the comment section below, so that I will know that these are the things that add value to you. So, like we said, number 1, you look for products that are in products that are common needs, products like socks, products like chargers and the rest, but don't import it if you don't have a market for it. These strategies may not work for people that are in advanced country, because they don't buy shop by shop by shop by shop. They go to one-stop shop where they can buy everything. Okay, maybe you said I should teach you how to use Google Trend. I will do that depending on the volume. If I can get at least 20 people demanding for how to use Google Trend for business, I will put up that video. Okay, maybe. Okay, so that is our number 1 strategy. Then number 2, we talk about to solve a problem. Okay, that is another strategy you use in knowing the kind of product to import from China. Solving a problem. How do you solve a problem with what you will import? I like giving an example. And I said, if you are following me on YouTube, you will see that most of my videos are about business. Okay, I teach people how to process how to go into processing. I teach people how to go into exportation and importation. Okay, so imagine I want to solve a problem. I have people that are into processing. Okay, probably they are processing ginger powder and turmeric powder. These people are on a journey. Please follow this example very well. These people are on a journey, right? Okay, now they want to process ginger powder because they want to export this ginger powder. Don't forget, most of the international buyers, they will not allow you to dry your ginger in the sun and allow flies to touch it and you process it and they will send it back because of so many contaminants. Okay, you have some biological hazard and the rest. I don't want to go into that now. Okay, so probably your buyers in Italy or UK said, for the ginger that you'll be sending to us, please don't use anything other than 304 stainless grade to mill the ginger, to grind the ginger, okay? Now, Debbie has taught you how to do exportation, how to mill ginger, how to do everything. And you got to that crossroad. You don't know what to do again because you couldn't get 304 stainless in Nigeria. All the stainless you have been getting is quackery. Okay? They say they want to fabricate for you, but you couldn't get that 304. So it has become a problem. It has become a pain in your neck, and you needed somebody to solve it for you. Imagine somebody that is importing 304 at a good price. Has that person not solved your problem? So when you have that option, won't you jump and go and buy it? You already have a buyer, right? You need to send your product to that buyer. Now you can't send your product to that buyer because you don't have 304 stainless. I beg, if you see somebody near you where import the 304, you go buy, you no go buy. Of course you will buy. So that person has solved your problem. So it's a win-win situation. So that is you solving a problem through importation. Because whether you like it or not, Nigeria, we are not there yet. Okay? There are some of the things that we cannot produce here yet in this country. So you solving a problem is your ability to solve some particular problem for some people. But that way, you are making money and you have solved the problem. Let me give you another example. Like Gracie that is watching us now. Let me use Gracie with her fitness exercise. Okay, for those of you that want to lose weight, please, after this program, you may want to check Grace Ola. Okay, Grace Ola. She's doing a fantastic job on fitness. Okay, so imagine Grace Ola now. Okay, she have people in this her group. They are on a journey for fitness. They are on a journey. They want to lose weight. Do you understand? So that process when they are on a journey trying to lose weight, they get to one point where they become so tired, like they are looking at the thing that is not doable because they cannot take all those their sweet Coke and Fanta. Okay, and imagine Grace at that point, she's able to import maybe a drink that is low in calories and that can still help them to lose their weight. She has solved their problem and she has imported something that should be making money. Am I making sense? So that is you trying to solve a problem through importation. And so I will just give you other example on the chat box, but we have so many examples of you trying to solve a particular problem with you importing a certain product. Okay, so the third on our list is leveraging on popular selling products. Okay, what I wrote here is leveraging on the most demand product and create a market for yourself. You leverage on the most demand product and you create a market for yourself. How do you do that? For example, you ask yourself, what are the popular selling items? Okay? What are the popular selling items in this country? I don't know if the volume is clear. I think I'm having a problem with my volume. Please, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please leave something on the comment. Can you hear me? Teno, can you hear me? Blessing, can you hear me? Am I clear enough? Good. So imagine the number 3, we talk about leveraging on popular item. Okay, thank you, Tenu. Leveraging on popular items, okay? And what I have on my phone is, I said, leveraging on the most demanded products and create a market from it. Okay, leveraging on popular item. What do I mean by leveraging on popular item? For example, okay, you and I know that iPhone is in high demand. Okay, iPhone users, people that buy iPhone is in high demand. Chidex, thank you so much. Blessing, thank you. Okay, so if I know that iPhone is in high demand, how do I leverage on this iPhone market to create a market for myself? This is how you do that. You know that, because you know that iPhone is in high demand and you are just a mini importer that is still trying to stand. You will not come and say, okay, I want to do my own iPhone. I want to do my own Techno. I want to do my own Samsung. No, you don't have the power for that yet. But what you can do is, you ask yourself, this iPhone where people they buy so, iPhone is very expensive. And nobody will want their iPhone to fall. Do you understand? Nobody will want to go and buy, for example, iPhone of 600,000 and they just want the iPhone to just fall and scatter. So what can you do? How can you bring things that will suit iPhone? That is when you now start thinking, okay, let me bring screen guard. If I bring screen guard, even if the iPhone fall, the face of the iPhone will not break. Let me bring iPhone pouch, the one that is strong enough that even iPhone falls, nothing will happen to it. Then you start bringing things around this iPhone. That is leveraging on existing selling product to create a market for yourself. I don't know if you understand this example. Your iPhone is selling very well. You bring things to help iPhone. Samsung is selling very well. You bring things to help Samsung. So you leverage on big selling product. And again, how do you know the selling product? How do you know the product that are making waves on the internet? How do you know product that people are buying, people are clicking? It is through using Google Trend. And I said that if you want me to do a video on Google Trend, leave your comments on the comment section. If I'm able to get 20 comments, I will do a video on how to use Google Trend for business. So basically, these are the 3 ways you know hot selling products. By number 1, getting products that are in common demand. Number 2, solving a particular problem. And number 3, leveraging on products that are making waves, products that are already selling. Then you create your market from that product. So basically, these are the 3 strategies that we that import things using importing hot selling products into this country. We don't just work by assumption. Okay, so these are my gifts to you. But if you have any other question, leave your question on the comment section so that we can rub mine and discuss. Like I said, it's every Thursday that I have time to take your question on each particular topic. Because if you send me email, if you send me messages on my Facebook, I answer at times, but I really find it difficult to answer. So these are 3 strategies that you can use to really think of how to import things into this country. So if you want to import any particular product and it doesn't fall into this trend, these 3 strategies, please think again. And as our take home, don't import something into this country if you don't have demand and market for it. Thank you so much, and I'm ready to take your questions. Okay, so do we have any question? Okay, we have some comments already. Mabel, okay, I should do a video on Google Trend. Chidex, you too. Teno, do a video on Google Trend. Okay, fine. So let's see if we're able to get 4 comment asking for that demand, and I will put up a video on Google Trend. So do we have any question, please? Emeka, do a video on please do a video on Google Trend. Okay, Emeka, it's all right. Once we are able to get at least 20, be sure that I will put up a video. I guess we don't have any question again, or do we have any question? Okay, you say I should recap the 3 strategies. I said the 3 strategies is you look for a common need that people are looking for. For example, things that almost vast majority of that population they are using. And I gave you an example of socks. Okay, so you look for quality socks. If, for example, almost everybody are using socks, look for quality socks, okay, at a very good price and sell. Then I said the second one, you solve a problem. Okay, what is that thing that you can use in solving a problem? For example, I'll give you another example. In Nigeria, for example, you find out sometimes, this is for the girls, you go to market, there are some places that you can barely see where you can get lovely innerwears. You know, girls want to get innerwear that are so sexy, that are so nice, that are so lovely. And you go to market and you see the normal general innerwear. Okay, for example, you, on your own, you can open a small store and put rosy lingeries. Is it lingeries or lingerie? I beg innerwear. Oh, join. Okay, you can put rosy lingeries. Okay, and you bring that particular innerwears that girls are looking for that they can hardly find, except because the normal one you see in this normal market, you see all those pantaloons everywhere. That's you don't know how it looks like. Okay, so you can just put rosy lingeries and you concentrate on a particular type of innerwear, and you have created a niche, a brand for yourself, and that is a lifelong business. So before you know, people will start referring you to people. You don't know that shop for Otako Market where if you just go there, her kind of brand will be here. That get brand and die. So those are things that you know that almost all women, they use, right? Then you now differentiate yourself by bringing something of higher standard and the price is good. Okay, and the third one will say, look for the most selling item and carve a niche and create a market. And we gave example of iPhone, we gave Samsung. We say, for example, nobody wants to buy iPhone and allow it to just scatter like that. So you can now say, okay, since this thing is selling very well, what can I bring that can fit this thing? And you will sell. So how do you know the things that are selling very well? You go to Google Trend. For example, if your mind is telling you this thing is selling very well, you go to Google Trend and you put that in and you see it. That way you have tested your assumption with real life statistics. So basically that is what we have discussed today. And right now I'm taking question and I'm taking comment on those people that want us to do Google Trend for business. So if you want us to do Google Trend for business, leave your comment, and I'm having a deal with you that as soon as I get 20 comments demanding for that video, I'll put it up for you. Okay, so Teno said, what if you find people requesting for a product that is not popular, but they want it because they know you can deliver it? Teno, if a product is not popular, that is, it is not because we say number one, common need. If a product is not popular, two, that product maybe is solving a particular problem. If it's not solving a particular problem, maybe it fits into the existing selling product at that time that you want to carve a market for yourself. So from your question now, it looks like that person have a particular product and problem. Because they say, what if you find people requesting for a product? They are requesting for a product because they have a need, which is a problem. And that is the number one basis. So you are solving their problem because you can deliver that product. Somebody is requesting for a particular product because the person has looked everywhere for Nigeria. In Nigeria, he cannot see it. And that thing is a problem. The thing is like a pin in that person's destiny. And it's asking you because he knows you can bring it. So it has fallen into this problem category. Do you get me, Teno? Am I making sense? So anytime you want to bring anything, just use your head like a rough mathematics and just calculate. Does this solve any particular problem? Does this fall into the general common needs of people, the things that people are looking for? Or is this like hovering around the general market trend? Okay, that general market trend, usually at times it comes with season. For example, you see people ordering, at a particular time, you see people ordering cardigans, usually during that summertime, because you can still put it under as problem, but it falls between the second and the third. Because at that point, you'd see people need cardigan, and probably we don't have good, we don't have company that produce that kind of quality of cardigan that they need at that point. So when you import it at that point, it will sell. The same thing when COVID come, that time that COVID came into this country, okay, nose masks was a big issue there. Okay, so you see, for those people that imported, because I remember the people that I mentor, one of my girls were among the first people that started importing the glassy face masks. Then everybody were importing the nose masks. The nose mask. And she looked at the nose mask and she's like, okay, if people are, the most popular things that people are asking for is masks, anything that can cover somebody's masks. Can I create a market around this? What if I bring something that even if it's not nose masks, it can cover the nose and it is beautiful and people can still trend. Okay, people can still do guy with it. That was when she now brought this facial face mask. When she brought that shield, they call it face shield, right? The first time she brought it, it was like, wow, this girl made a lot of money from inside. And before you know, trust Nigeria, and I want somebody bring this, everybody just want to choke hand, and before you know, they spoiled the market. But because she was part of the people that captured that trend that time, she made the money that she's supposed to make. So that is what I'm trying to explain basically. So I hope I've done justice to your question, Tenor. So do we have other questions? Blessing, Google Trend, please. Okay. Google Trend, Rita, and Tenor is saying yes. Okay, thank you so much for watching this live episode. We have an importation paid class coming up soon. For those of you that are interested in the importation pay class, this is I have done my best to do free importation class. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see so many things, so many things that you need to know about importation. Okay, but for my paid class, what I do is, because of course on my YouTube channel, I cannot come and put my sister that is in Wuhan. I cannot put her number online, put shipper's number online, because you don't know who is online. Okay, but for my paid class, what I do is I teach them how to pick high-selling products. I teach them how to know the difference between fake suppliers and real suppliers. I normally give them contact of shippers, sea shippers, and air shippers. Okay, I give them contact of agents, and we have a Telegram group where I mentor them personally, and I make sure that everybody in that group, you must import something, even if it's pin. The money you use, the volume is not the issue here. The idea is for you to understand how to import. So even if it's just to buy tiny pin, so that you have understood how to import from the beginning till the end, so that even after the class you can use the same method to import. So for our paid class, is coming up on the 21st of this month, 21st of April 2021. Okay, and the price is very, very little. For people that will be applying between now till the third week of this month, they are going to be getting 25 whole discount on it. Okay, so if you know that you really want to go into importation, you need somebody to hold your hand from the beginning to the end, please don't miss this course, because I may not be available to do it again. Usually if you watch my YouTube, you find out that by this time I'm always free to do video, but as soon as it's October, because I'm a bush woman, I go into the bush and I start buying commodity to sell. So thank you so much for sharing this lovely evening with me. And don't forget to like my YouTube channel and subscribe. I'll see you same time. And for those of you that said I should be doing the exportation course daily, we'll continue from tomorrow, 5 p.m. every day. I will give my time just to you, because exportation is not something I can do in a hurry, okay? Because it is very risky, it is very lucrative, and it is doable, okay? Because people are crushing on it, people are doing it. So if you pick exportation, by virtue of you picking exportation, automatically you have become an ambassador of this country. You don't need Buhari to come and say, oh, congratulations, you're an ambassador. No. For you to pick exportation as a business, automatically, nobody give you, now you give yourself. Like me now, I'm an ambassador of this country. Okay? You are automatically an ambassador, because you'll be representing Nigeria in different countries. In Spain, I've dealt with people in Spain, I've dealt with people in Italy, I've dealt with people in UK, I've dealt with people in US. Okay, you'll be representing Nigeria in different countries, and your actions, how you behave, will determine how the people will look at Nigeria. If you go there and go and messed up, they will say all Nigerians are messed up. Okay, we have people that have supplied stupid things, and at the same time, yet we, the coming generation, we are paying for it. We have somebody that has supplied very bad beans to the European countries, to EU. That is why up to now we cannot export beans, because of the action of only one man, bad ambassador. So your action as an exporter, what you do or what you do not do, will affect generations and generations to come. So you are an ambassador. As the fact that you choose to be an exporter, you are an automatic ambassador, because you'll be representing the country. Imagine a man that wanted to export cashew, or a man asked him to send a sample so that they can see the quality of cashew and give him the contract. Can you believe that this man put half cashew and half stone? Is that not a rotten head? And exported that thing out of this country. And they will say this thing, that they will say Nigerians are bad. Nigerians are criminals. Nigerians are scammers, because of actions of some people. So I want you people as businessmen that want to go into this course to have a deep knowledge, to know that your action can either make way for future generation, or it can close the way for future generation. And that is why I am teaching so many things. But when it comes to exportation, I am extremely passionate, because I want to see new crops of exporters. I want to see exporters that will not block my children's generation, because I see they born. So that is why I'm going to take my time every day, 5 p.m. for 1 month, and give you every details that I know, free of charge, about exportation. These are the documentation processes, the shipping, the standardization, what you need to do, and how to export value-added products. Okay, so for those of you that are interested in our exportation class, please join us on Facebook and YouTube from tomorrow, 5 p.m. every day till the end of this month. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely good evening. And don't forget to like my channel on YouTube. Thank you, and bye.